Let's go, let's go, let's go. Welcome back to another edition of Chalk Talk with your host, me, JB. I have Coach Law here again. As I stated before, I had him in week one. I told him we'll have him on multiple times. So, Coach, welcome back.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man.
Hey, Coach, we both understand we're not covering you this week, but I think this is a big week for the Eastern Panhandle. So, it was my job, my duty to have you guys on here. Now, Coach, I just want to start off to say congratulations to the start of your season.
Oh, thank you.
I know back in 2012, I think Spring Mills opened. I actually
Mhm.
coached against Spring Mills, the very
Oh,
first team, and we beat them like 50 something to nothing. This year,
yeah.
you beat Jefferson like 50 something to nothing. The tide has changed. Things are going in a different direction. What is it like having a number one team in the state, being at Spring Mills that's not even, they haven't even opened for 15 years, I don't think.
Right
What's it
now.
like to be ahead of that train that's heading in the right direction?
Oh, it's a blessing, man. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, I walked into a really, really good situation with some of the guys that we have here. Before I kind of took over, we were fortunate to get guys like Buddy Hessen, no DJ we talked about. We bring on the offensive side, Coach Ballalini, who's done a phenomenal job with our offensive line. This year we had on Jamie Welder to come with the quarterbacks for us. Rodney Black has been here, so we've got some guys that's been here. We got some coaches that's come on recently, and just to get all that stuff to gel just right has been a blessing. I said it before that you look at last year, that season could have tanked. I mean, the kids could have sat there with the quick change of the head coach situation. They could have said, it is what it is, but they wanted to fight. And so we've kind of kept that mentality with our kids. The previous groups don't want to be the ones to let the ones before them down.
The rivalry inside of the rivalry. Let's just be honest. You have Buddy Hessen that used to be at Martinsburg. You have
Yes,
DJ
sir.
Ford, DJ Adams that was at Martinsburg. These
Mhm.
kids have probably played on each other's team, played against each other. What's it like? You have one, you have two, you have 7 miles apart. You're going to have probably 10,000 people in the stand. What's it like having the rivalry inside of the rivalry for both the coaches and the players?
Right. It just brings more to it. But I'll be honest with you. The biggest thing we've been preaching that message in practice is, we've got to play the game. If we sit here and we buy into all the outside noise, the records and stuff like that, which is great from our community, but for ourselves within the game, we have got to play this game because when it boils down to it, if we don't show up and do the things we've been doing, it's going to be a one-sided matchup. And so we want to be the reason why we can say we are very competitive in this game.
As an offensive coordinator, I don't like this statement, but it is true. Defense and special teams win ball games. You have a very tough defense. It's only giving up 6 points a game. What
Yep.
is going to be the big keys to your success Friday night against a Martinsburg team that likes to score early? They score fast, big plays.
Mhm.
What is your big key to success Friday night?
Well, I think you just hit on its defense. And that's the first thing we look at. And I think that our defense absolutely drives our offense. I'm a very competitive guy, so if our defense is going to give us the ball within a certain range, it is my duty offensively to be able to do something with that. And I think Coach Heston brings that piece out of us offensively. I think, again, defense, being able to know where their key guys are at, being able to rally to the ball and box them in and make tackles on first contact. Now that's easier said than done because let's face it, Fagan, he's a very talented kid. He's a physical runner. So it's just one of those things we got to contain him the best we possibly can. And I think the second part that the big key to the game and mostly understated, but you guys have been around Martinsburg for a long time in special teams. They will make you pay for it. You have to be ready for the onside, sky kicks, and they're blessed with kickers year in and year out that can put that ball anywhere they want to. And so, but you've got to be on top of those two things. And offensively, we'll do our part to keep the chain moving.
Offensively, like we spoken before at the beginning of the year about the success of your quarterback, the time he's put in the
Mhm.
offseason. How confident are you have as him leading you into such a big game where such is at stake? There's a big crowd, big enthusiasm. So what does he bring to the table that's going to be key for you guys on Friday night?
Experience. I think he brings that piece to it. I think most people forget he actually got thrown into the wolves his freshman year against Marksburg at halftime. So he's been in this game what 3, 4 years now because of the eighth grade year he's played against them guys. But he's been in this matchup, this game since he was a young guy, and so I think we lean on his leadership. We've got guys, I mean, different sports that have been in big time games. We got about 4 or 5 of the basketball guys that played in the state championship game last year that have been in these key moments type things. So again, we keep ourselves emotions in check. I think we'll be fine.
It's been, I don't know the math exactly. It's been about 17 to 20 years. I don't know, since the last time Martinsburg has lost to a
Hmm.
packed school. What will it mean to the program, to the community in Spring Mills and the kids to be able to knock off the #2 Martinsburg Bulldogs and be the first team to beat them in almost 17, 18 years inside the conference?
Well, I think anytime you can do something like that, that's a tremendous feat. But again, we've tried to do a really good job of with our guys, not necessarily thinking about those things there, because again, we have to keep this thing about the game itself. And when once you start looking at that, that's where mistakes happen. But I think for our community, it'd be wonderful. It'll be great because these, let's face it, these guys are the champions, so someone knock them off, and they've absolutely earned that title.
Yeah, coach, it's just such a good thing, and I'm glad like the Eastern Panel is blessed to have you. To the kids are blessed to have you. They're both have the Coach Walker. I know him personally. I've grown to know you over the years, and it's just a big thing. And I wanted to get you on here and just really get a chance to talk to you, to talk about your team, because the success you had is it's a testament to you and your staff. I don't want to leave them out. So
Yeah.
wish you guys the best of luck. I say this all the time. We want to see the kids succeed both on and off the field. Coach, good luck at such a hostile environment. Even though it's going to be home, it's going to be crazy, 7 miles
It
apart.
is.
And just put on a good show for the community. That's all we ask. But thanks for being
Yes,
on.
sir. Hey, I appreciate it every time. Thank you so much for having me on,
Thank
man.
you.
Yes, sir.